Hey guys, I'm back with a new video. In this video we'll learn about the filter function in Python. The filter function constructs an iterator from the elements of an iterable for which the function returns true based on some condition under check. Now the filter function, just like the map function, takes a function as the first argument and the iterable as the second argument in it, on which we operate the function that we passed in as the first argument to the filter function. So let us start to understand filter function in Python by taking some simple examples. So suppose you are given a list of numbers. I want the list of all those numbers which are even and the list of all those numbers which are odd. So let us define the numbers list 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Next, to get the list of even numbers, I can say even numbers, and I will use the filter function. Here let us specify a lambda function. Now each time this lambda function will expect a number, and then within the lambda function will check whether the number is even or not. If the number is even, then we will return true, else we will return false. And then let us pass the numbers iterable. So this means each time when this function, the filter function, goes over the list of numbers, we'll grab the current number, we'll check whether it is even or not. So if it is even, we'll take that into our list of even numbers. If it is odd, like 1, 3, 5, we'll reject those numbers. At the end of all the iterations of the filter function, we should get the list of even numbers. So even numbers. Now to get odd numbers, let us copy this down below and change this to odd. So odd numbers, and here the condition will be that if number modulo 2 gives us 1, then it is an odd number, so we return true in that case. We'll collect that number in the odd numbers list, and if the number is even, we'll reject that number. So now let us try to run the file by saying python filter.py. So you can see we are getting filter objects to the terminal. So let us transform this to a list of elements. So I can say print list even numbers and print list odd numbers. And if I now run the file by saying python filter.py, you can see in the first list we are getting all the even numbers, and in the second list, which is odd numbers, we are getting all the odd numbers. So you can see that we are getting the list of the even and the odd numbers getting separated from our original list of numbers, and we are getting the correct output in the terminal. Now let us discuss a bit complex example of the filter function. Now given a list of employees, I want to derive a new list of employees where the salary of the employee is more than 60,000. Now the main thing here is that each employee is a dictionary that holds the name of the employee, the age and the salary of the employee, employees, and each employee will have a name, Alex, and age 21, salary 64,000. Let us copy this and paste it down below. So let us change this to James, age as 23, salary as 89,000. Next let us say name is Mike, age is 23, and salary is 189,000. Then let us add one more employee, Gabriel, age as 56, salary as 289,000. So now to get the list of all such employees, let us first define a function using the def keyword get high paid employees, and here we will pass on the employee salary by grabbing that from each employee as we cycle over the list of employees. And the condition for filter will be that if the employee salary is greater than 65,000, then return true, which means that the employee is a high paid employee, else return false, meaning that he is a low paid employee. So now our function is done. Let us define a lambda function which will receive an employee dictionary each time it cycles over the employees. It will grab an employee dictionary and will extract just the salary of the current employee that we are on and compare it with the threshold of 65,000. If it comes out to be greater than 65,000, we will return true, as you can see here, indicating that we want this employee who has a salary greater than 65,000 in our filtered list. And if the salary of current employee under check comes out to be less than 65,000, we'll reject that and it will not be committed to our new list. So I will define a variable here, high paid employees, and let us use the filter function again. Here I will pass on a lambda function which will receive employee in each iteration. As we cycle over the list of employees, in each iteration we will get an employee, and for each employee I will run the function get high paid employees, where I will pass the employee salary like this, and based on the threshold we'll get the result whether he or she is a high paid employee or not. So if he or she is a high paid employee, we'll collect that in this list, otherwise we'll reject it. And then as the second argument, let us specify the iterable, which is employees, which is a list of dictionaries. So if I now print this to the terminal by saying print high paid employees and wrap this in a list function like this, and now if I run the file, you can see we are getting all those employees that have a salary greater than 65,000 by using this lambda function. Salary 89,000 for James, Mike has a salary of 189,000, and Gabriel has a salary of 289,000. So that's the correct output. So this was all about the video on filter function in Python, where we covered what the filter function is and how to use it by seeing some examples. So if you liked the video, do give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, share the video with your friends and colleagues. Don't forget to hit the bell icon to get the notification for all my upcoming uploads, and I will see you guys in the very next one.